doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my extended beautiful family, just thank you for the support. Our soul family is growing rapidly. We're almost close to almost close to 2,000 subscribers. So, thank you so much for the support. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative, give you good vibes, good inspiration, or informative, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath or going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you for the love and support, and I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. I'll sit up here and press my pause button so I can talk to my daughter. I forgot to turn it back on. The music that I'm listening to in the background is called Reiki music, emotional and physical healing music, chakra meditation, and I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today, Twin Flame 101, Heyoka, your calm mind is the ultimate weapon towards current challenges. It really is. There's times that we go through a lot of things, certain things that we just are needing to break away from, allow ourselves to change the course of where we put our energy and focus in. Because a lot of times, when we're trying to do things in our life that is very foreign to you, a lot of times it's just your thought process can sit up here and create a problem that wasn't even there. I've done it so many times because it's like I'll start worrying about certain things. I'm like, what if this happens? What if that happens? And universe is like, chill. we got you. And I go through that a lot, but then I had to allow myself to just trust the process that I'm going through. I allow myself to challenge different things. Being able to go out the norm at times can really bring blessings that you didn't see that was heading your way. And when you're allowing yourself to go through these processes, and if old memories even come up, that is trying to not is just resurfacing and allowing yourself to part ways and make peace with that. And you're trying to be open to understand how deep your spiritual mission is, or what gifts that are that needs brushing up on, or just being able to recognize what is in front of you. Allowing yourself to not allow the fear, anger, confusion stop you from where you're trying to go, because like I tell y'all all the time, enemy does that. Ego will do that. There are sometimes it's like if you're so used to doing something a certain way for so long, it's hard to break out that cycle, especially if you've been doing certain things in a way. It's like growing up with me, I always used to talk about the negative all the time, negative, 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 and never really saying too much about the positive, because I always felt like, I had a lot going on for myself and it wasn't nothing good. But then I had to allow myself to, after all the situations I've been through, I try to allow myself to look at the glass half, full other than half empty. And every once in a while it comes out like that, but you're a spiritual being. It's okay to be that way at times, because it's like if you're allowing yourself to be fair towards yourself and allow yourself to do things that are out the norm, and do something that's different, because at times it's like with me, shoot, if I keep doing too many of the things like repetitively, keep doing the same thing over and over again, I burn myself out. So it's just like I want to be able to do things that it doesn't make me feel like it's being forced to do. Allowing myself to go do a different route. Like right now, I get aggravated with myself because either I do a lot of videos and I'm burnt out and I want to go ahead and work out, and then there's times where I want to work out and then I want to do videos and I'm too burnt out to do my videos. So it was just like I had to be able to change my routine and say, okay, go ahead and do a nature walk for like 10 or 15 minutes. Come back when you cool off, do a few videos, and then start off on your workout. Not do a whole bunch of videos at one time, so you can be able to, plan it, plan it evenly, that, you still get everything done, and you're allowing yourself to be, just being able to, after a week or so, when I get used to that, add on something else to that. And it's really hard at times. There's a lot of y'all I'm connecting with that are, new to everything that's taking place in your life, and it's just something that is not easy to pursue. But you have to allow yourself to be open, and allow you to start seeing different things where your gift may be pertaining to certain things that has taken place in your life, and then it'll make a lot of sense, like, oh, okay, now I see why this had to happen that way. And that's it, usually allowing you to be open towards the things that is coming into your life. You're feeling like and new things are beginning, because it is when you're allowing yourself to take that mission to go ahead and heal where it needs healing at. A lot of times universe will place you in this solitude mode and stuff like that. So and it'll be at times where you want to hang with your friends or do stuff with other people, and it's just like, plans fall through, or change of course one way. And that's, because there's a lot of times I want to do something, and then knowing good well I don't feel like doing it at that point. I'll be asking my daughter, hey, you want to hang out? And she was like, no, Mom, I'm about to go out. And I'm just like, universe is like, you're not gonna get out of this. You already said you're gonna do this one thing, go ahead and do this one thing. And I had to allow myself to do that. So it's just like, I used to be so gun ho about, working out, and it was just like, I guess it was like around my times where I used to smoke weed and just get myself elevated, and I would just be so gun ho about it, But now, since I'm not doing that anymore, and I get aggravated with myself, because it's like, you used to be all like that, but it's just so many things, it makes it fun, because it's like, oh, I hate working out. But then if I allow myself to listen to music and, set my own playlist up to where I'm enjoying myself, it doesn't feel like a workout. Or there's times that I know that I need to be around people. I have to be allowing myself to be social, because I'm very introverted. I don't like dealing with a lot of people. And it's not like, I love dealing with them, but I just don't like being around them half of the time. So there's a lot of times I make myself like go to Walmart and stuff like that. Anybody knows, if you got Walmart, you already know that's the most worst place to go, because they're like, 200 daggone aisles to registers, and they only got like two open, So it is crazy when I go up to Walmart, because I go so much. It's like, it's like I'm seeing my neighbor next door. You're like, hey girl, how you doing? I'm like, dog, you're in here a lot, you know and but it just allows me to do that, because there's a lot of times I had to be able to push myself out, and I didn't like doing it, because it was a blessing that, all my children are grown. So I'm like, hey, can you go to the store and get this for me? Just give them the money, and they go ahead and do it. And now it's just like, universe is saying, you know what, you need to go ahead and, step out the zone of comfort, allow yourself to be around people. I'm like, do I have to? I said, I love helping people all online and social media, but when it comes to people face to face, I just don't want to do that. But then I had to allow myself to, go ahead and push yourself and do different things. If the universe is asking you to do that, there's a reason for it. You don't question what they're asking you to do. They're not going to lead you somewhere and abandon you, or going to set you up for failure. These are the things. It's not going to be for failure unless that's the type of energy you're hanging around with, or you're so forced on seeing it. Sometimes we have a bad habit of wanting to, self sabotage. So I had to allow myself, when I started getting comfortable going to Walmart, I just started wearing my sunglasses so I can drown it out. And there's employees that say, why you always wear glasses when you come in here? I said, I get very anxious when I'm around people, and their energy. And people are like, you know what? I've heard people say that. I was like, yeah, if you're like a person that's a hypersensitive, you don't want to, I have to put that protective bubble and wear my crystals and stuff when I go. So I had to make sure that I'm allowing myself to be open towards change, but I'm trying to protect myself as well. And it's just like I tell people, especially the ones that are really finding out about themselves, and they're like, Rosalind, I'm overly drained, or I get very anxious when I'm around people. I don't want to leave my room. I don't want to leave my house. And I truly understand that. You're going through things. And it's like once you hit that spiritual awakening, it opens up everything. It's like you're a magnet. Everything is just dusted off of you and you're this powerful magnet. And all these things just coming at you one. And, I've talked to people like that. And it's understandable because I said, this is not a walk in the park for you. You have been in that conditioned bubble to where society has molded you out how they want you to be these carbon copies around people, but you always knew that it was something different about you. You couldn't be like those other people. You couldn't deal with it. So it's just like all these things had to start coming into place, and then it allowed you to look, with everything snatched off, and next thing you know, everything's starting to look different to you. Everything is very hyper towards you, or I mean not hyper, but very sensitive towards you. And it's like when my kids, they be asking, Mom, why don't you hang out or whatever, because they're very outwards. Like they're totally opposite from me. I said I'm good. I don't know if it's just because of all the things I've been through. I just don't really like dealing with a lot of people. And it's like even the people that I've hung out with here, there's always something that I end up stop talking to them for. And I say, universe is the main reason why I don't like getting on that deep level with people, because this always happens. But then it's like you have to allow yourself to not put up any kind of putting too much thought into it, because if you sit up here and thinking this person is going to be there for a lifetime or whatever, they're only supposed to be there for a season. Because there's a lot of people you're going to connect with, you're really going to vibe with, but a lot of times that they're connecting with you is because you either they're being your blessing or you're being theirs. There's something they had to learn, or there are certain things that you had to see within that person that you can relate to, that something you may need to change. Because at times we feel that there's certain things that we have to change about our lives, but until you see it from the outside and you see how very damaging it can be towards your mission, or towards your life, or even the light sources that are trying to grow inside of you. They're showing you this on the outside, because I've connected with people like that and they were dealing with the same thing as me, and I seen how sad I was towards the situations that we're going through. And I look up at the universe and say, is this what you were trying to tell me about? This is what I do. And they're like, yeah. And now I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm very grateful for that. Now allowed me to go ahead and do what I needed to do to be able to change my thought process, and being able to know, calm your mind. Not everything is what it seems. Yes, there's people that you have been attracted, that is attracted to you, that may have been sociopath, psychopath, or very narcissistic. Because there are sometimes, if you've been through certain things, uh, you're used to that type of vibration. It's the norm for you. So there's a lot of times we can become like that. I had narcissistic traits, and I had to really get out of that because of the things that my mom went through. And it's not like that was something she was trying to press on me, but I had to allow myself to understand, look at it from her side. All these things is coming on. She's been with her ex-husband for like over 20 some years, and then he abandoned her because of the things she was trying to help me with my biological family. So he parted ways with her, and not realizing that was her blessing in disguise. But it's all about how you tend to look at things that are parting ways, to trust the process. These things may be damaging towards your future path, so they didn't need you to do that. There's times when you go through these extreme spiritual awakenings, either your family thinks you're crazy, the things that you used to do on the norm is not even not even pleasing to you anymore. It's like you're forcing yourself, or you don't have the same interest anymore. It's like with me, and I hung around people, they were like a whole bunch of potheads, and it's just like, I don't, I'm not looking back, I'm not looking down on them, but that's just not my interest anymore. I'm like, what am I going to be, the designated driver? I mean, I can do that, but I'm not going to have fun doing the things that you do. I don't do that anymore. It's not in my best interest. I used to go, in my 20s, I used to go to the club from Thursday all the way until Saturday. Now, anytime when I first moved back down here to the South, it was like every time we went out, there was either some shooting going on, somebody's trying to fight, or somebody to, douse something down on my clothes, and I'd be ready to fight because I said, I bought all these new clothes, just only wear them for a few hours, and somebody threw a drink on it because they're fighting, where it's just like, it looks like a smoke box up in these clubs down here, on the strip. So it's like, I don't like being closed in like that. So it's just like when stuff start popping off, people start trampling you. I said I can do everything that y'all doing in the club at home. So it's just like when I used to smoke, I had my own room that was set off. So I had my music, I had my movies in there, I had my big screen TV in there, and then you can smoke in there. So I was very chill. I didn't need to do that. I didn't have to go ahead and, spend a whole bunch of money to get my nails done, or, buying outfits and stuff like that. That's just not my scene anymore. So I need energy to make me more motivated. Like, so when the next time I want to do it, it's not going to feel like I'm forcing it. So that's why they're allowing you to tell you, calm your mind. Don't sit up here and make yourself your own enemy on things that you don't understand right now. If there's something trying to guide you, that is going to be your weapon towards your challenges, because you're allowing yourself to trust the process and being able to go with the flow. At times it's hard because you're so used to doing something a certain way. But once that spiritual awakening has you up and in that type of area, I mean in that type of level, there's a whole bunch of things that's going to take part in your life. And I see the changes that has happened in my life, whether it was negative or positive. And then when I allow myself to look at it in an optimistic way, I understand why it had to happen on that type of level. So I'm grateful for the experiences I've had. I'm grateful for the things that I've had to go through, to learn all the things that I have. It hasn't been an easy road, but it's worth it. I connect with people and they're like, Roslynn, I can't take it anymore. I'm going through all these different challenges, and I get it. I totally understand. It's not something that's very pleasant because it's allowing you to see all the truth. And sometimes that truth can hurt, because if it's done with people that you admired, you looked up to, or you've seen this person as a life partner or a companion, or you're teaching them, or they're hurting you, or you're hurting them. It's like that course is already ran. So it's like time for you to go ahead and change how you view things, change about how you approach things, change about how being very selective on what you choose to put focus your energy and focus on. Because a lot of times you can put it in the most, you know, uh, volatile situation or treacherous situation, and you'd be drained. You'd be lucky if you can actually have an energy to blink your eyes. So you have to allow yourself to really allow certain things to take place in your life that is really going to bless you in so many ways that you didn't even understand that was going to happen. So I hope that you all have a blessed day. I hope it's not like a manic Monday for you. Um, uh, like and subscribe, hit me up. I would love to be able to give you a post notification shout out. Um, like and subscribe, share, give me a thumbs up. If you want to chit chat with me on the side, if you don't feel very comfortable with placing the things that you're going through here, I totally understand. It takes you a minute to do that because, it's not, it's something normal that you're used to talking to people about, because you're not used to people understanding you, or, they place judgment on you. I don't place any judgment on anybody. Whatever we talk about is 1,000% confidential. So when you talk to me, it stays there. So if you need to, you can find me on Facebook, and hit me up and give me, you know, hit me up on Messenger. I'm not accepting any kind of friend request because I'd rather stay connected with people on my Messenger, and that's it. So if you send me a friend request and I haven't answered it, please don't take offense of it. I'm just not accepting that. I said I just want to be able to still talk to people, because I know that a lot of people have been, wanting to talk to me on a one-on-one because they don't need everybody in their business like that. And I respect that to the fullest. So I'm on Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, Pacific Standard Time. So you can hit me up at from 10 in the morning till 10:30 at night. If you're overseas, those times don't you know have anything to do with you, because I know there's a lot of people that I talk to overseas that are 8 and 9 hour gaps in between me. So I just try to hit them up, as soon as I possibly can, and I'll help you out as much as I can. And if I can't give you the answers, I will definitely send you towards that way for you to get the answers that you need. So know that you are loved, truly blessed, and highly favored, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest in your life comes so much more than you have asked for or even expected, and comes way sooner than you expected. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.